Let's talk about the Isis story, the new trophy wife story. There's a new twist to that story. Yesterday night, a lady claiming to be the niece to her husband came online and told it all. She gave us a different angle to the story, a different perspective to the story. Right now, I'm confused. I don't know who to believe, but a lot of people are tilting towards her story. They are saying they believe her more than they believe the trophy wife. Something else also happened. The trophy wife came on YouTube Live to debunk that story. She flashed the court case, was it the restraining order, whatever. She covered her daughter's name and she was trying to show us that is real, is not fake, because the niece had debunked some of her claims in her video, so she felt the need to come online to counter that claim. Anyways, we'll talk about all that. Let's start off with Isis, or should I call her Paloma, because the niece said her real name is Paloma. Her name is Isis and her brand name is the new trophy wife. After she went live, she deleted the live video she made. She went on her YouTube channel and removed all the videos she made and left just one, the one that she told the story. She went on her community tab, community post area, deleted all the posts she made and left just one post, the one that has the GoFundMe. When I checked yesterday, she had made over $7,000 on her GoFundMe. So like I said, I'm confused. Let's start off with the story of the alleged niece. I'm using the word alleged because...
Hello everyone, my name is Dee and I am the niece of the trophy wife's husband. Now, I know you know who the trophy wife is because she's been going up and down my timeline for the last couple of days. Her name is Isis, or Paloma, which is her real name. This lady is completely insane. Let's just start from there. Background story. Her and my uncle got together really quick. From what I've been seeing and what I've been told, she thought that she was getting a come up with my uncle. But then when things didn't go her way and she pretty much seen that she could no longer hide the things that she was doing behind closed doors, she ended up trying to find a different route, which was to come on here and lie to you all and tell you that her daughter had been touched by her dad, which that is not the case. Her daughter had been touched by her son, and she didn't want anybody to know because she wanted to try to make it seem like my uncle was the bad guy because she wasn't getting what she wanted in the divorce. For you smart ladies out there who sat up there and thought to yourselves, oh, you know, this cannot be true. This can't be, you know, something that a woman would allow, which it's not. It's not something that a woman would allow. I am a victim of sexual assault or rape or whatever you want to call it. And I don't appreciate one bit of the accusations being put out there, especially not just because they're fake, not just because that they're out there just for clout, but because of the fact that this involves a family member of mine who I care about dearly. Multiple family members, if you want to put that out there, because the kids are my family too. The boys are somebody else's. The girls and the last baby are a part of my family. And if they're being harmed in any kind of way, I definitely would want to stand up for them, for sure. But her son is the one that the baby first initially said that was touching her. My grandmother was changing the baby one day and she seen that it was red down there and she said that her brother did it. Now, when they went to court, the court did not believe what she was saying because Paloma had already ISIS had already put out a case against my uncle because my uncle was furious when he found out that her oldest son was touching the girls. So he went out and tried to, seek help to figure out what he should do about getting her son away from the girls so that they would no longer have to go through this. But as soon as he did that, ISIS went and took papers out on him claiming that he did it because she didn't want her son to go down for it. On top of all of this, she's sitting over here acting like she's the best parent in the world when if y'all go look for yourself, y'all will see that she has a child abuse case of her own. Her youngest son was...
Hang on, there is more to come. Let me just say this. While she was telling the story, she said when the daughter was asked if she was touched, she first mentioned the brother. Does that mean that when she was asked again, she did mention the father? And she also claimed that the grandma noticed it and they went to court. But the courts refused to believe them because Paloma had already reported the uncle and she had claimed the uncle touched the daughter. So from what I have gotten so far from her story, the daughter had mentioned two names because she said she first said. Let's keep watching.
She tried to put it on my uncle that he abused her youngest son, which loves my uncle to death. But the day that her and her ex tried to put out there that my uncle had abused her son, he wasn't in the state. He wasn't nowhere near. So once they went to the hospital and they took the little boy to the hospital, the one thing that they didn't do this time is the social workers pulled him aside and started asking him questions and asked him, who hurt you? Come to find out, the little boy told and said that it was her. Not only that, her oldest son has sent my uncle threatening messages. He has rubbed poop on the walls at multiple family members' house, including theirs. He has pushed his younger brother down the stairs to the point where he had a concussion, and she didn't want to take him to the hospital because she didn't want them to know that she had, a son that had been abusing on her other kids. And then not only that, he hasn't just touched the two girls, he's touched all three of the kids. He's touched his little brother, he's touched his 4-year-old sister, and he's touched his 2-year-old sister. But all of this will come out eventually. My uncle cannot say anything right now because the case is still open. But my thing is, you're sitting over here saying that he did all of this stuff, but if he did, the police themselves said that he would be in jail. They would have took him to jail as soon as the hospital said, oh my gosh, the baby's been touched. He would have been in booking right away. He wouldn't be out right now working. He wouldn't be out right now being bothered with all of this extra stuff that you're putting on him because of the fact that you want money.
She just made a contradictory statement right now. She's alleging that the girl wasn't touched because if she was being touched, the hospital would have alerted the police and the husband would have been behind bars. Before now, she had claimed that the grandma said the girl was being touched, and when she was asked, she mentioned the brother, and they proceeded to taking the case to court, but the courts did not pay attention to them because Paloma had already claimed it was the husband. So what is she saying? Was the girl touched? Wasn't she touched? When Paloma told her own story, she said she went to the first hospital and they told her that they don't handle cases like this. So she moved to the next hospital with a policeman. Right now, I'm confused. Was she touched or not?
Like, what mother uses this platform to sit up there and say my babies have been raped or my babies have been touched, excuse me, and then sit over there and then try to put a GoFundMe page up. Do you know why she's putting that GoFundMe page up? Because my uncle has had enough. He's not giving you any money. He's not sitting over there planning to your little schemes where she sits over there and tries to have her kid's father call his phone to get him to talk to the kids so that she can say he's in breach of a restraining order. Like, there's so much proof behind all of this stuff that you all do not realize that is going to come down on her head. But yet you all are sitting over here believing her sob story, not doing your research, and paying her money. This girl has up to $2,000 already on GoFundMe. Probably more now because I haven't even checked this morning. But it's crazy how y'all will go for a black man or go for any man off of what a woman says, like women don't lie every day to get ahead. I am a strong advocate for black women, for women in general, for people in general. But men, I feel like we need to just slow down a little bit and not always think that they're the bad guys, because it goes both ways. And I am a mother of a black little boy, so for me, I can understand why she would want to cover up for her son, but at the same time, me personally, if my son is doing anything like that and I have other kids, I want to get him the best help possible away from his siblings until he is confirmed better. And I know he's no longer a threat to the other kids in the house, because you can't just sit over there and single out one kid and be like, oh, I'm going to protect this one, but whatever happens to the other ones just happens. That's not okay. And then you want to sit over here and portray to these women out here that, oh, it's okay to be a trophy wife, just go for that rich man type deal. No, how about go get your own money? How about stop, please, ladies, please stop waiting on a man to fulfill your life financially, spiritually, emotionally, all this other extra stuff, and find your own way. Do that. Because when you find your own way and you know your self-worth and you know what you are capable of and what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate, then the good man will come find you. But until you know your self-worth, you're just going to keep picking up anything off the street and being like, oh, okay, he got a little bit of money in his pocket, so he going to treat me right. No. Because the one thing that you don't realize is that man that has that money, he's also got a little brain in his head too. So he also is already aware of these women that's coming out here to do these things to him or to try to trap him in these ways, just for money or attention or the clout or whatever. Like, come on. We are in 2024, about to be 2025. Why are we still doing these same little tricks? Somebody needs to be teaching y'all how to make your own money, how to get your own way. So then that way, when you do find that good man with a lot of money, then y'all can build together instead of sitting over there waiting for him to give you an allowance or whatever, your little stipend for the month. Be real. Just want to let y'all know, for the crusties and the dusties, please be mindful of what you put out here on the internet, because you could be getting a lawsuit coming to your doorstep for you putting out accusations of stuff that you have no idea about. Everything that I'm telling you right now on this computer screen or on this platform, I'm letting you know that this is the truth. This woman, it's no records that that little girl has been touched by my uncle. No records. But it is a record that she had a diaper rash. It is a record that she has child abuse charges against her. It is record that her son has sent my uncle threatening messages. It is a record that she's not telling the whole truth on this platform, what she said in the courtroom. The courtroom that she had my nieces sitting in looking at the wall the whole entire time so that they wouldn't get emotional looking at my uncle because they love their daddy. And now he has to suffer without seeing his kids because of the fact that this woman wants to lie and slander his name because she did not get what she wanted in the divorce. The divorce that she did not put out there, by the way. Because me personally, if anybody had did anything to my kid, oh, baby, I'm going down there first thing and divorcing this person. I'm not about to sit over there and wait. If anybody rapes me or takes my goods without me and my knowledge or without me saying yes, oh, baby, I'm not about to stay married to somebody like that. That's crazy. But for you to sit over there and say that he's done all these terrible things to you, and yet it took him to divorce you and not you to divorce him, open your eyes, ladies. Stop being stupid.
She just said they have it in record that the baby had diaper rash. They had it in record that the son threatened the man. They have it in record that Isis abused her children. But they don't have it in record that the baby was touched. I'm confused here again. She was the same person that said the grandma noticed that the baby was touched. It became a court case, but the court dismissed it because they did not believe their own story and because Isis had already reported the husband. So they dismissed their own case. They didn't believe them. So if Isis had already reported the husband and the court believed her, what was the evidence? Isis made a video and told us that she visited 2 hospitals, and the second hospital that she visited, she had a police escort. So if the court has a case against the husband, what was the evidence that the baby was touched? So from all her narration, the conclusion here is this: there is no evidence that the baby was touched. She is claiming that the son is the one responsible, and at the same time she's saying they have no evidence that the baby was touched. Is it possible that the court did not see any evidence and they just gave a restraining order and all they saw was diaper rash? Because that's what I'm getting from this story. Isis is claiming my daughter got touched. When she asked her, she said the daughter mentioned the father. She is claiming the daughter got touched. When the grandma first asked her, the initial name she mentioned was the brother. That means when she was asked again, she mentioned a different name. Whose name? Whose name? Isis also told us that she left the house, left the marriage. But she's right here saying it was the husband that initiated the divorce, not Isis. I know Isis did not say she divorced him. She said she left, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know what she said in the comment section. I think there is more to this story. There is more to this story. Given that Isis is very much in contact with her ex, the father of her sons, of course, she's not going to throw away the man. That could also be something to look into. It could be the man is not happy with the relationship that she's having with the father of her sons, and this is now causing a bigger problem. Because while she was telling her story, she said the father of the son and Isis were accusing the husband of something, and they're trying to protect the son. How old is this son that he will be giving out threats, issuing threats? How old is this son? I want to know, how old is this son, the first son? How old is he? She also mentioned that Isis was in a way disappointed because what she was getting from the relationship wasn't what she bargained for. It could be she thought the man was that wealthy, but when they got together, she realized he didn't have as much money as she thought he had initially. I'm just thinking out loud. I really don't know.
because this girl is full of lies. Full of lies. Everything y'all heard. First off, let me ask you, let me get this. Look, who wipes their eyes all the way up here like this when you're crying? Huh? Who does that? Nobody. If I'm wiping my face, I'm wiping all down here because I'm a sloppy crier. And I'm pretty sure most of y'all are too. I don't know why y'all sitting over there trying to act like them housewives, doing all that little... No. Let them tears drop if you real. Because if I'm talking about my baby and something like that happen, oh, I don't care if it's ugly cry or not. I'm gonna have snot and everything coming down my face. But this girl could barely even look at the camera the entire time she was talking on this video. I have no reason to lie to y'all. But I want to let y'all know that the disrespect for my uncle, it has to stop, because this man has done nothing. And the reason why you don't hear him saying anything is because he knows that this is an open case. And when you have an open case, just like we see on The Housewives with Karen Huger and anybody else that goes through a case, you cannot talk about it until the case is over. So Isis, this is my message to you. I hope to God that you got your ducks in a row. I hope you hired a new lawyer after the last lawyer sat up there and took herself away from your case because she seen that it was no case. So I hope you hired a really good lawyer, or I hope these people give you enough money to where you can get you a good lawyer. Because, baby, you going under the jail. And I hope these people crucify you for all the lies that you have got on here and told. You are not a good person. You are not a good mother. You only... And even right now, you're still out there looking for the next victim. You're out here looking for the next victim. And that's so, like, I'm laughing because that's so fucking sad. But you need not come for me and mine. You need to know that. Because this man does not deserve it. And I know some that do. But he doesn't. So for all of you out there that had the good mind of thinking that she was a liar and that she was just putting on to get sympathy points, yes, she is. And I'm sorry that the rest of you fell for the okie doke and you have egg on your face right now. Because that's what you get for listening to stupid stuff on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok. You listening to that stuff and you don't even know the whole story. You don't even care to find out the whole story. You're just going to condemn a person, say that you wish them dead, that they should be under the jail and all this other extra stuff, when the justice system doesn't even feel that way because they don't have any evidence that he did anything. So please, next topic, next subject. I better not see no more. I better not see no more. Because when he come out, baby, all y'all that's out there right now talking junk are going to be so sick, because this girl is sick. Her and her son. I'm sorry to say it, because I don't want to talk about nobody else's kid. But if it's the truth, it's the truth. So they're going to get theirs. Don't worry. They're going to get theirs, and they're going to get the help that they need, hopefully. And I hope all y'all out there that's sitting over there calling my uncle all kinds of names, saying that he needs to die and all this other extra stuff, I hope y'all are the ones that help her get the help, because y'all need it right along with her. Have a nice day. Signing off.
Okay, it's just a lot. She is calling Isis a liar. Is Isis a liar? There's a possibility, because she was putting up a show on her channel, not telling her followers exactly what is going on behind closed doors. And I did play a video yesterday of someone trying to prove that point. The case of child abuse, is that real? I have no idea. But if you go back to the video I posted before this one, someone had made a video trying to prove that Isis does neglect her children, because in that video we could hear her child crying and Isis was unbothered. She did not move. She was still busy making the video and applying her makeup. That could be a pointer that she does neglect her children. For the child abuse, I don't know if that adds to it. You get what I mean? She said there is no case. Isis has nothing against her husband because no evidence. She couldn't prove anything. She also mentioned that the lawyer said there is no case. So I'm still confused. If the police did not find anything, if the hospital did not find anything, so why did Isis come out to tell this story? Why? I feel like the family know that those girls were touched, because she said the grandma noticed it and the girl mentioned the brother as the initial name. Isis claimed that she noticed it and the girl mentioned the father. So one thing that is for real here is this: the girl was touched, but the hospital failed to pick it up. They said it was diaper rash. So the hospital, the police and the authorities are working with what they found. That's the diaper rash. So because of that, they couldn't come up with any evidence to prove that that girl was touched. We're not even talking about who touched the girl right now. So there's no evidence to prove that she was touched. So because of that, the man is not behind bars. Rather, he was given a restraining order. Is it restraining order, whatever, to stay away from those kids. It is a customary case, not a crime case. So this is what I'm getting from everything. So because there is no evidence to prove that she was touched in the first place, we're not talking about who touched the girl, the husband cannot be arrested, but he was asked to stay off. And also, she mentioned that the reason why the husband was asked to stay off was not really because of this case, was because of, is this something, maybe they had an issue and Isis made the man to keep calling or something like that. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I didn't understand what she meant by that properly. Please help me in the comment section. I don't know. This is crazy. So do I think Isis lied at some point? I think so. I'm not saying she's a liar. I'm not talking about the story she told, but I'm talking about a different video she made. I have that video on my laptop. I downloaded it. Like I said, she has removed all her videos. Why did she even remove all the videos? Why did she clear her community post? Why? Anyways, before we get into that, let's watch what Isis has to say about this video.
I couldn't get on here fast enough. I couldn't get on here fast enough when I heard people are trying to blame my son. I couldn't get on here fast enough. Couldn't get on here fast enough. I thought I heard someone who I've never met in my life coming on here trying to blame my son. Someone whom I've never met in my life trying to come on here and blame my son for the sick and disgusting things that my daughter's father was doing. This is not a game. This is not a game. How dare you? How dare you blame this on an innocent child? You talk about you got proof? You have proof? I've got proof right here. Right here. Show me your paperwork. Show me your paperwork. You talk about I am saying something different than when I was in court. Honey, you weren't even there. Seeing you in my life. It's not very good. Oh my gosh. Y'all want to see my protective order? Y'all want to see my protective order? Right here. I'm going to cover my daughter's name. I'm going to cover my daughter's name. In the case of a vulnerable adult and a minor child, a relative, there is a preponderance of the evidence to believe that the respondent committed the following acts of abuse. Statutory abuse of a child. R word or a statutory S offense. father has been coming into two-year-old and 4-year-old daughters' rooms and SAing them. This is from the judge. There's the case number. It matches the records. There's the proof. There's the proof. There's the proof. I'm done. That's all. I'm done.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm confused at this point. Is it possible for a judge to pass judgment without having evidence? Because she's claiming that that is coming from the judge. It's a protective order. And we heard what she read, that the father was going into the rooms of the daughters and touching them. So if that is the case, why is this man not behind bars? Or is this case not big enough for him to be put behind bars? Or was he behind bars and he got bailed or something? I don't know. I'm just confused. Some people are saying that, oh, that she printed it. Oh, it's not true. I've heard a certain content creator say that, oh, she checked it. Oh, the case code number, and it's true, it tallies with what she saw online. I don't know how this whole law stuff works, but it's logically, with common sense, it's confusing. The only thing that makes sense to me right now, if what she just flashed is real, like I said, a certain content creator said is real because they picked up the number to double check. Let me say I'm going by that. So if that is real, then why is the man not behind bars? Was he arrested and he got bailed? That's another question. This kind of crime, can someone get bailed for it? Another question before the court hearing. That's another question. Or is this crime not big enough for someone to be put behind bars? I have no idea how the whole law stuff works. Let me know in the comment section. I need help. I have a lot of questions because this whole stuff is not adding up. Let's talk about Isis being a liar. I did mention that, and I feel like, yeah, she has been lying to her audience up to an extent, but I'm not sure if her story about her kids being touched is a lie. I'm not sure about that. I can't really comment on that. I feel like she lied at some point regarding her content when she said she married this man within a week. She later posted and said that wasn't the case, that she knew the man for up to 6 months or thereabouts. But while I was listening to this niece, the niece did say they got together quickly. So let's listen to this video.
Okay, so it looks like Isis just made a new post on her community tab where she's responding to some of the backlash that she has received. She's also responding to the name calling that Shira did. So definitely check out her most recent post. You know, she does also state that she did run a background check on her husband. They dated for 6 months prior. So she just gives a little bit more of the backstory. But what do you all think? I think that she's telling the truth above all. I don't think she would lie about something like this. So yeah, I'm still team Isis.
I got this screen grab online. I didn't get it from her page because before I could get to her page, it was gone already. I'm so tired of misinformation. My daughters are his biological children. This could have happened to anyone. Also, I knew this man for a 6-month period before I became his wife. Yes, I ran a background check. I'm not stupid enough to date online without one. He had no prior charges other than some speeding tickets. I saw every speeding he ever had before I agreed to go on first date. My dating profile said I had no children. I never married for money. I married because he pretended to have all the same values as me. I married to build a family on a solid foundation. He never showed signs of being a pedophile. But yes, I would take that blame. There's also another content creator who has 2 daughters by her husband, their biological father. Would she also be a dumb pygmy if her husband did the same to their daughter? Shame on you, shame on you. In this video, Isis had told us that she met this man and within a week they got together. She moved into his house. I made this video, and I still have that clip on the video I made a couple of days ago, the very first video I made on this her story. So now she coming back to say that that never happened. She knew the man for 6 months. Proves that she lied. I'm not sure if her story is a lie. The story about her husband touching them is a lie, because that story is not clear. Even from the niece's own angle, it's not clear. I'm not sure about that. But one thing that is clear to me here is that she lied when she said she met this man within a week and they got married. Her thumbnail even says it. So coming back to say that wasn't it raises an eyebrow. People are wondering, like, has she been lying all this time? And given that she's had something else happening at the background, behind the scene, and she's coming online and telling a different story, is that trait, that behavior is questionable. But that does not mean that her story about her girls is a lie. That's not what I'm saying. But someone that lies, that has already shown a trait of lying, can lie more. Think about it. Here is the husband's alleged case detail, and case type said child abuse DV, and this is for October 22nd, 2025. The filing date was September 25th, 2024. So this is what the court is saying. Court orders: shall not abuse, shall not contact, shall not enter residence, pay cost, additional provisions. Please let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section. I really don't know what to conclude. I'm not going to pick sides. Like I said, I'm not part of the family. They are telling different stories, but one thing I got from all the story is that those kids were touched. The grandma confirmed it, ISIS confirmed it, and according to them, the daughter, I don't know which one, mentioned more than one name, and that was confirmed by the niece. Something that is also clear is that the hospital failed to pick it up from their examination, but they noticed there was a diaper rash. So because of that, they are working with the diaper rash. And like I also said, I don't know if a judge can give a protective order and call someone a PDF without having evidence, concrete evidence. I really don't know. Please let me know that in the comment section. All that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and click this video to watch her full story on the DV story, and also watch the clip of the video where she said that she met this man within 1 week. She said it. I have that clip there. Click this video, you would see the clip there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.